For a lot of time in my life, I feel like I've just lived on autopilot. Back in school, wake up, go to school, come home, do homework, go to bed, repeat, repeat, repeat. Just a never-ending cycle until the weekend would come around, and then all of a sudden I'm alive again. I have a purpose again. I have something to do with my time and with myself. Something I want to do, I should say. Because obviously I have to go to school and whatnot, but then got out of school, I had to get a job, and it's the same cycle. Just go to work, come home, go to sleep, go to work, repeat, repeat, repeat until, oops, this is gonna be okay. Thank you, mouse. Just keep going, keep repeating over and over and over until my day off or days off, and then it's like I'm alive again. It's like I can be myself again. It's like I can just be again. And I can think and I can feel and I can do or whatever. But then all week long, it's like I am just shutting my brain off, shutting myself off, just numb until the work week is over or until the school week is over. You just keep going, functioning just enough to get by, but not enough to really feel alive or feel like I'm doing anything, let alone anything of value or anything worthwhile. Just doing what has to be done, what I'm supposed to be doing, or just going and going and going. And then I quit my job, and I've been severely unemployed for a long time, and I sit around the house and I don't do anything all day, and I realize how miserable it is just moping, just wandering around the house, just sad and bored and whatever. And in some ways, it was a relief. It was freedom from the place I don't want to be. It was freedom from the monotony of repeating the same days all week for months, years, even, for how long I was working. Just this constant cycle, repeating, 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 waiting for the weekend, waiting for my days off, waiting for some sort of peace of mind, some sort of escape from my responsibilities of my life. And when I quit my job, I found myself still waiting for the weekend. It's like I don't have to go anywhere all week. I don't have to do anything. I wake up whatever time I want. I go to bed whenever I want. I can sit around and play video games all day. I can go on long walks around the neighborhood, and I can do anything and everything. And yet I chose to do a lot of nothing. I chose to just mope, sit around, waiting for the weekend, like I've always done, waiting for that peace, that freedom, that escape or whatever. And I realized how stupid it was because it's like every day is the weekend now. I don't have a job. Every day can be something new, some new adventure, but I never had the energy for it. Never had the motivation, never had the desire, I guess, until the weekend rolled around. It was like it was ingrained into my brain that the weekend is when I can be alive, and all week long, even if I'm doing nothing all week, I'm not allowed to be. I just have to be this shell until the weekend comes around. And I don't know. I think it's really stupid. I don't know why I was so stuck. I think it's just from years of living in this autopilot repetition that it just made sense for me to just kind of go blank all week long, and then, oh, weekend's here, let's do chores, let's get the laundry done, let's do this and do that. And it's could have just done this days ago, you know? There's no reason to wait around for it, but I don't know. I don't know what it is. Something about the freedom is overwhelming to an extent. It's too much free time. I don't know what to do with myself. It's just sad. It's just sad and miserable. But then someday, one day, I woke up and I realized how stupid I was being, how stupid it is to just wait around and let life pass me by every day while I just wait for something to happen, wait for experiences to come and find me. I scroll through social media and I'm seeing people I went to school with and classmates and whoever, wherever, doing whatever, all kinds of cool stuff, or you know, having kids and getting married and all this stuff. People just doing things all the time. This person's in this country, this person's in this place, and this person's doing this, and this person just graduated from here. And then there's me, who just sits around the house and doesn't do anything all the time and wonders why life is so boring and life is so miserable and blah, 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 blah. Shut up. Stop complaining. Stop worrying about everybody else. Just go do things. It's just that simple. Just do things. It's so stupid. And talk about it all the time in some hope to inspire myself to get up and listen to myself, listen to my own words, listen to my own advice, and you just do stuff. You just doesn't matter. It doesn't matter at all. And I'm a terrible advocate for this, as I'm standing here, sitting here, whatever, preaching it over and over, and yet I don't follow that advice. As you can tell, I sit around and do nothing, like I've been repeating constantly. But yet, I still try, and I still hope, and I still find myself waiting for things to happen that just aren't going to. Just waiting. I guess, in a way, this is me saying I'm sick of myself. I'm sick of the repetition. I've tried so hard to break free of these cycles and stop living on autopilot and start living my life just as is, taking every day as it is. It's kind of cliche sounding, but it's it's helped me a little bit. As much as I keep saying that it hasn't, I feel like I've made the most out of my time every day, because I know that there's so much of it. There's so little and there's so much. The life is such a long journey, and it can be so daunting. It can be so painful at times and so exhausting. I spent many, 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 many hours of my life just not enjoying it, not appreciating it, not wanting it. And, just like, oh my goodness, I'm never going to graduate. I've been in school for years, however, whatever, many, many years of my life I felt this way. Or never gonna get a new job, never gonna get a promotion, never gonna get a raise, never gonna get out of this town. Life is just too long. It's so draining. It's so exhausting. And I just have to keep going and keep pushing and keep grinding away and away till I have nothing, no soul left in me. But I guess, like I said before, one day I woke up. I realized that, more cliche advice, but life is just what you make it. Life is as fun and daunting and enjoyable as you can make it out to be. And granted, that's, kind of a bold statement, because there's a lot of things in life that can go wrong, terribly, terribly wrong, and you have no control over it. You're just kind of stuck to deal with it. It's like, I don't think a mindset change is gonna fix all of my problems, but sometimes it can. Sometimes you can just take that step back and you can say, you know what? things suck right now. Things around me are falling apart by the day. I'm going nowhere fast or whatever may hold you back or hold you down or keep you up at night. But you can say, you know what? I'm still going to be happy with what I have, still going to enjoy what I can. I'm still going to make the most out of these days that I'm alive because that's all you can do. That's all you should do. I spend a lot of time stressing about things that I can't control and worrying about things that, again, I have no say over, no I don't know. I'm trying to think of a better word for control, so I'm not just repeating myself over and over, but spend a lot of time stressed just about life and things in general. And some of that stress leads me to just laziness. And you get so overwhelmed about everything that's going on around you and everything in your life that you just can't do anything about it. I think that's what happened to me, why I spent so much time just kind of moping around the house after I quit my job because I was so overwhelmed with, well, life in general, what led me to quit. And then after the fact of like, okay, now I don't have a job. What am I going to do for money? What happens when my dog runs out of food and I have to pay for it? And what happens if I burn through all my savings and I still don't get a job to make up for it? And just stress and stress and stress. And granted, I had a decent amount of control over things like that, over, well, to an extent, you know, the workforce is not exactly the most pleasant place. As in, I've been looking for a job that doesn't suck for, I don't even know how long it's been now. The one job I did finally get, I only work like 10 hours a week, and it's not making me nearly enough money to survive or get by, but it's what I got, and that's all I can do about it. Yeah, there's just nothing else I can do. I've been applying, I've been searching high and low, every place, everywhere, everything, and they all come up empty handed. But you know what? It's fine. That's fine. It sucks and it's terrifying, when I look at my bank account, but I can't do anything else. I'm doing everything I can. I'm putting in applications. I'm going store to store, doing everything in my power. At least I think I am. And it doesn't exactly get me anywhere, but I'm not going to mope about it for the rest of my day. I'm going to go work my little 2 hour shift in the morning, and then I'm going to think about what I can do with the rest of my day since I have all this extra time. You know, it'd be great if I could do something like Uber Eats or DoorDash or whatever, but I'm stupid and never went and got a license, so I can't drive. But, I don't know. I've been doing yard work around the house, like a lot of yard work. I've been doing work inside the house, trying to clean up my room and make it feel more like my own space. Clean up the outside, make it more uh, bearable to look at instead of being my backyard being a waist high mess of weeds. And then been doing yard work in my mom's house to help her out around the house, and she's always busy, and she's getting older. She shouldn't be doing yard work all the time. And just doing stuff, you know, again with the cliche advice and the overused messaging, but life really is what you make it. And while I contradict myself when I say things like this, because again, there's a lot of things in life we have no control over. And there's a lot of things that make us just miserable that we can't do anything about it. So, in some ways, life makes itself, and sometimes life makes itself unbearable. But You just gotta keep striving. You gotta keep putting your best foot forward, the best that you can. Cherish whatever it is in this world that makes you happy. Hold on to it. Never let it go, and just keep it in mind through all the bad times. Keep whatever keeps you going in your heart, in your head. Hold it close, hold it tight, and don't forget about it. Whether it's a person or a dream or whatever, everybody has something that keeps them going, that keeps them fighting, that keeps them pushing. Sometimes it gets a little lost along the way. In my many years of living on autopilot, I've had many days wondering, what am I doing all this for? What am I so miserable for? I do the same things. I'm working this job I hate and complaining about it constantly. For what? For why? And for a long time, I just was searching for that answer, searching for that reason. Was it because there's nothing better to do? Was it because I know that I need the money? I know that it's my responsibility as an adult to work a job and to move forward with my life. I mean, obviously, I have dreams of grandeur, but also dreams of simple things like just a place to live comfortably and not have to stress about bills like my family all my life, you know? Dreams of simple things like a cozy job that doesn't make me miserable when I clock into work. And I guess that's what keeps me going. It's my dreams, my hopes, my ambition for a better world or something. I don't know. I guess I suck at giving advice, but everybody has a reason. We all have a reason, or multiple reasons, I mean, in this same vein of unsuredness, I also know one of my biggest inspirations is how bad I feel for my mom having to work two jobs all her not her life, all of my life, to keep us afloat, to support the household, that just sucks. I've always felt bad for her. I've always felt like she deserves time to rest. She deserves a life of enjoyment. All my life, she's talked about wanting to go on these vacations and trips and different things, and we've never had time or money or the ability because work. And why is this pop-up not going away? Thank you. Work or money or whatever problem came up in the way. And it's like, I'd love to be able to just take her on those trips that she's always dreamed of. Love to just be able to do things with my life and not have to worry about the repercussions or it's not the right word I'm looking for, but it'll do. I don't know. Just, I guess maybe it's a stubbornness in me that keeps me going. That even through all the misery, it's like, what do I look like not pushing through? I don't know. I I came into this video with a much better idea in my head, and then the more I talk about it, I'm sitting here questioning myself, like, make a good point. Why do I do all the things that I do? Why do I put up with all the misery that I've lived in for so long? Just because? Just because I feel like I have to? I feel like it's my obligation as a human being to just suffer? I mean, I suppose it's better than the alternative of nothingness. Whether you believe in afterlife, reincarnation, whatever. I guess, honestly, reincarnation would probably be the best outcome, But then again, like, what if you get reincarnated as a worm or something? Is probably just as bad as death. You can't see anything. You don't have much of a conscience. I guess I shouldn't speak for the worms. I don't know how much they know. Maybe the worms are hiding the secrets to the universe and they just can't express it because they don't have the vocal cords or something. I don't know. Anyway, my point being, even if you believe in an afterlife, I don't think anything is better than life. Even at its worst of times, life is life. It's feeling, it's breathing, it's living, it's beautiful. It's love, it's pain, it's hard, and it's so worthwhile, you know? There's lots of bad parts to it, and there's lots of good ones too. You just keep fighting, you keep pushing, and you just live for yourself, live for your moments, live for the day to day, live for the simple, you know? Don't stress about this or that, or just what did you have for breakfast this morning? Was it good? Did you enjoy it? Did you not eat anything? Just maybe had a cup of coffee and you were out the door because you were running late? Hey, that's okay too. Did you put any creamer in it? Any sugar in it? Or was it just plain black coffee and it sucked? Or maybe it was the best because that's the way you like it. It's just straight black, no sugar, nothing. And it was a damn good cup of coffee too. Maybe. I don't know. I don't drink coffee, but I'm just saying, find the little things, enjoy them. Just just take what you can out of this world and run with it. Love it so much. You know how many times I beat myself up for feeling like I'm just lazy and worthless and I'm a burden on everyone around me because I can't drive myself anywhere and I can't get a job and I can't do this right or I can't do that. And some days I feel I just burned my whole day away sitting in my desk, staring at my computer screen, hoping to make a video or play a game or reach out to a friend or just something, and I do nothing. And the next thing I know, it's 10 o'clock at night and I'm yawning and I'm too tired to do anything. I don't have energy anymore. I burned my whole day away and I just feel so bad about it. I feel so terrible. I feel like I've failed as a human being. I failed as a son to my parents. I've just failed. But you know what? Maybe the only thing I did today was take my dog for a walk. Maybe that's the only thing I had energy for. I just took a nice walk around the block and I saw some flowers when I was out there, and oh man, they were so pretty. They were just gorgeous flowers. So maybe I am a failure of a human some days, but let me tell you, those flowers were to die for. I might have to go back tomorrow just to see them again and keep checking every day to see if they get brighter, see if they bloom. I know one day they're going to die, but hey, maybe next spring they'll be back. I don't know. Maybe that's all I can do for the day, and that's good enough. Doesn't matter. Maybe, maybe, maybe. I don't know. I'm just I'm just a human being trying to put all the pieces together, trying to make sense of all the nonsense in my life and in this world. I don't know why everything looks so orange. Spent way too long tweaking these vibrant visuals for everything to look so orange, but it's fine. I just, I don't know, just needed to get that off my chest, I guess. Some days I just feel so worthless and so miserable. But you know what? Who cares? Doing the best I can. That's all you can do. I don't know how many times I've said that throughout my life. It's like ingrained into my brain. But just take what you love, cherish it, run with it. Don't let anyone tell you otherwise. Don't let anyone make you feel less than, make you feel like you're not doing enough, you're not being enough, or doesn't matter. Do what you can. Do what's best for you and cherish everything around you that is worth cherishing, I guess. It's a stupid way to word it, but as I've repeated over and over and over again, there's a lot of stuff in life that sucks. A lot of stuff in life that sucks. But there's a lot of good things in life too. And they might not be the most grand, they might not be the biggest things in the world. That doesn't make them any less valuable. You know what I mean? Just because it's I don't know. One man's trash is another man's treasure, or something along those lines. You know, just because somebody else doesn't appreciate those flowers doesn't mean you don't have to, or doesn't mean you can't, I should say. If you want to take that walk, take that walk. Go outside, get some fresh air, or don't. Stay inside, do nothing all day. That's fine too. Doesn't matter. Whatever makes you happy. That's all that really matters. And a lot of people will tell you otherwise. A lot of people will argue and fight with you and tell you all sorts of conflicting things. You know, like my favorite is prioritizing yourself is selfish and everybody else should come before you. And I think that is just insane because you gotta prioritize yourself. How can I be a people pleaser if I'm constantly unhappy? That was a hard lesson I had to learn through trial and error. You just you gotta take care of you first. You just gotta be you. Be yourself in any and every aspect of this life. Otherwise, it is forever gonna be miserable. That's my takeaway from all of my ramblings and contradictions and nonsense that I spout. The easiest way to enjoy a miserable life is to just be yourself through it. You know? It doesn't matter the situation, it doesn't matter the context. Just be yourself and be proud of yourself. Be proud of who you are and who you'll become, because if you don't, and you spend your life just chasing it away or numbing it down, putting yourself on autopilot until the weekend comes, then your life will be forever miserable. Or at least mine was. And granted, I'm only 23, so I don't have a ton of life experience, but a lot of those years I spent pretty miserable. And for the first time in a long time, I've been feeling like myself again. I suppose it's been that way for a while since I quit my job, but it's gotten nothing but better, really. I feel as if I've been finding more and more about myself the more time I've spent with myself, and forget that stress of what tomorrow might bring. Who cares? We'll deal with it when it comes. Right now, it's today. This moment, right here. And maybe today sucks too, but you know what? Tomorrow's another day that we try again. And can go on forever. Every day, over and over, can just suck repeatedly. Bad day after bad day after bad day. But, like I said before, you gotta find something good in those bad days. For me, I've never been a fan of the rain. When I was a kid, thunderstorms used to terrify me. I got older, and well, I got a dog. It makes me hate the rain even more because every time I have to let my dog outside, he comes back with muddy feet and he's covered in rainwater. He's all wet and loves to shake off on all over the furniture. Whatever, grammar's not my strong suit. It drives me nuts. But at the same time, those little moments when I'm just staring out my window, listening to the rain, watching the lightning strike down. It's something beautiful about it. Something so peaceful about it, so relaxing. There's always a good amongst the bad. There's always something to look forward to. Always something to just be happy about. Something to hold on to. I don't know. Maybe not always. Sometimes it's hard to see. I'm just rambling. I don't know when I'm ever going to shut up. But I suppose. Oh, let's fall into a hole. I suppose it's as good a time as any time. So, just, I don't know. I don't know if I really gave any advice necessarily. It's kind of just a lot of ramblings and a mix of nonsense, but don't live for the weekend. Just live for the day. Take everything one step at a time, one day at a time. Find something you love and run with it forever. Hold on to it. Cherish it. There's always a good thing coming around in general. There's so much good in this world, so much love in this world. And sometimes you have to look for it, and that sucks. Wish everything was easy, but if everything was easy, I wouldn't have a channel to be talking to. Wouldn't be here, if life was simple. Anyways, I'm gonna shut up now. Thank you guys for listening, watching, being here, listening to my nonsensical rambles. I really appreciate it. I don't know what got into me. I just needed to get something off my chest, I guess. So thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I love you guys. Stay safe. Have a good one. Bye.